Saudi-based Aqua Power keen on investing more than $10 billion US. Government to promote solar power use in public hospitals. Salam Malaysia Madani. I'm Muhammad Amin Carlos and you're watching Malaysia Tonight. Well, Saudi-based renewable energy giant company Aqua Power has expressed interest to invest more than $10 billion US in Malaysia over a period of 10 years through collaboration with local company SAHIH Resources Berhad. The matter was conveyed by Aqua Power Chairman Muhammad A. Abunayan during a courtesy call on Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum WEF special meeting today. SAHIH Resources Executive Chair Dato Amy Morris said that the collaboration in the renewable energy is now in its final stage of discussion and is expected to be finalized by the end of this year.
Minatnya adalah untuk datang ke Malaysia membawa investments dan juga teknologi transfer dan expertise di dalam bahagian-bahagian solar, green hydrogen dan juga menyediakan renewable energy untuk industrial park seperti di Melaka Jasin dan juga di Kerian.
Meanwhile, Jekyll Group Managing Director Dato Sri Muhammad Faroz Jekyll said Jekyll Capital, which is SAHIH Resources' biggest shareholder, will also be involved in the renewable energy project.
Datang ke Riyadh untuk berbincang bagaimana kerjasama ini dapat dilaksanakan kerana Jekyll juga mempunyai beberapa bidang tanah yang besar dan boleh dijadikan sebagai ground mounted solar farm untuk membekalkan green energy bersama-sama dengan SAHIH.
In another development, the Prime Minister said the functions and roles of the Islamic Development Bank, ISDB, must be continuously expanded to make it a resilient financial institution while also continuing to support a competitive Islamic economy.
Tapi seperti mana juga pemikiran sekarang, saya terus menggesa supaya dikembangkan tugas dan pendekatan, diperluaskan supaya dia menjadi betul-betul kekuatan ekonomi dan keuangan yang utuh yang mampu bersaing dan mengatasi instrumen yang lain ada. Jadi ini selagi dengan pendekatan Malaysia Madani.
He also highlighted that Malaysia was one of the countries that proposed the establishment of the ISDB and added that the country has plans to work with the ISDB to enhance cooperation in the halal industry. Dato Sri Anwar said this after witnessing the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding or MOU between the Securities Commission Malaysia SC and the ISDB. The MOU is set to enhance cooperation in the Islamic capital market and expand the scope of Islamic fintech and social finance, especially in terms of Waqf. It is also the first of its kind between Malaysia's capital market regulator and the ISDB. The government is planning some initiatives to encourage the installation and utilization of solar energy systems in government hospitals through collaboration with the private sector. Now, this move is to support energy transition efforts at the organizational level based on service-oriented approaches. Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Fadillah Yusof said the initiative, which is part of the National Energy Transition Roadmap, will involve discussions with the Health Ministry besides taking into account existing financial allocations.
Tapi apa yang kita rencanakan ialah untuk mereka bekerja dengan pihak swasta, the service provider, macam ISS juga, di mana mereka yang akan install, tapi nanti akan ada profit sharing dari segi penjimatan, tenaga. Dan pada masa sama, apa yang boleh kita lakukan ialah the carbon trading nanti.
Well, so far, 88% of the quota 1,100 megawatts of the net energy metering program for solar panel installation on building rooftops for commercial and industrial users has been successfully allocated to various parties. The Deputy Premier was met after launching the solar power generation system with a capacity of 420 kilowatts for facilities under SAHIH Healthcare Malaysia at the Prince Court Medical Centre in Kuala Lumpur. He also praised the efforts of SAHIH Healthcare Malaysia, which utilize rooftop spaces in all 16 hospitals under its group across Malaysia for solar panel installation. The full launch of solar energy in all SAHIH Healthcare Malaysia hospital networks is expected to be completed by the end of 2025, witnessing a strategic partnership with Detrolic Energy, one of the largest renewable energy developers in Malaysia and Southeast Asia. The government is currently studying amendments to the Sexual Offences Against Children Act 2017, Act 792, to address the challenges posed by today's technology, including artificial intelligence, or AI. Now, this initiative is essential due to the increasing use of AI for criminal purposes, such as grooming, which presents a challenge to the existing laws.
Because right now, for example, if I speak to PDRM or even to MCMC, one of the biggest problems is that when they are selling visuals, I think UNICEF can confirm, visuals on children under the dark web. Now no more dark web, they go on the white web now. They just go online. The other challenges is the problem on payment. Payment is made last time on the dark web, now they're paying by Bitcoin. And they are proven in some other countries. The payment of via cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, you cannot trace who pays for the grooming.
The minister was met after the opening of the International Symposium on Empowerment of Children's Commission, Strengthening Rights and Safeguarding Future in Kuala Lumpur. Dato Sri Azalina said today's symposium aims to compare and study the roles of the Office of the Children's Commissioner, or OCC, in each respective country. The government is also studying the necessity of establishing OCCs at the state level to ensure more comprehensive monitoring. Well, Johor Police arrested 19 individuals believed to be involved in an investment scam syndicate via 3 separate raids around the state capital. Well, State Police Chief Commissioner M. Kumar said those arrested consisted of 8 local men and 7 women, as well as 4 foreign men aged 16 to 38. He said investigation found that the syndicate has been operating since February, turning 3 fenced and guarded rental homes into call centres by offering a salary of 2,500 ringgit per month to members who become call agents, while supervisors are paid up to 7,000 ringgit per month. The syndicate also prepared conversation scripts using endearing, romantic terms before asking the victim to make an investment by promising a lucrative return.
Ini menunjukkan sebelum seorang ini menjadi mangsa scam, mereka telah berbuat dengan scammer lebih dari sehari. Dia tak terus pergi kepada pelaburan atau penipuan. Dia cari jalan untuk mengadakan perbualan tersebut dan supaya mangsa boleh mempercayai dia.
Briefing reporters today, Commissioner Kumar said of the 19 individuals arrested, 1 was a supervisor, while the rest were all call agents, with the syndicate targeting local and international victims through various social media platforms including Telegram, TikTok and WeChat. The case is being investigated under Section 420 of the Penal Code and also Section 6, Subsection 1, Subsection C of the Immigration Act 1959/63. And he said, adding that all the individuals were remanded since Friday to assist the investigation. Well, the Royal Malaysia Police, PDRM, has tightened the Malaysia Thailand border security following a bomb explosion and gunfire believed to have occurred in the Gualosira area, Pasimas District, Sungai Golok, Narathiwat Province, early this morning. An Inspector General of Police, Tan Sri Wazaruddin Hussain, said in response to the incident, PDRM will also collaborate with Thai authorities. And he said all state police chiefs, especially those from Kelantan, Perlis, Kedah and Perak, have also been instructed to be on high alert regarding the incident. Meanwhile, he said the General Operations Force is on standby, including conducting foot and motorcycle patrols along the 16 static posts near the border area. Roadblocks have also been mounted since 6 a.m., with 6 members operating continuously. Well, earlier, a video clip related to the incident went viral after it was uploaded by local residents on social media platforms. coming up next, Tourism Johor to be corporatised this year. Well, the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency, MMEA, is set to receive 4 new helicopters after the Ministry of Home Affairs, or KDN, finalised the acquisition of these aircraft. Minister Dato Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said that the proposal for the acquisition of the assets, which will cost approximately 600 million ringgit, has also been submitted to the Ministry of Finance.
Jadi itu semua telah kita lakukan dan berikutnya kita akan melakukan lawatan kepada premis syarikat yang telah berjaya untuk kita kemudian membincangkan elemen user requirement, spesifikasi dan sebagainya. Menteri Dalam Negeri.
Well, met today, Dato Sri Saifuddin also said that they are currently assessing whether to accept a patrol vessel that is being offered as a donation by the United States Coast Guard for use by the MMEA. The minister said the offer was made during his working visit to the United States last September. Well, Johor Tourism will be corporatised this year in an effort to empower the agency. Menteri Besar Dato' On Hafiz Ghazi said the process towards this direction will be done within 6 months and is expected to be completed at the end of the year.
Berpeluang untuk mengambil pekerja yang mempunyai latar belakang tourism yang kuat supaya mereka boleh membantu meningkatkan lagi pemasaran dan juga produk-produk pelancongan dan semestinya itu penting kerana Tourism Johor adalah agensi yang menerajui usaha-usaha pelancongan di negeri Johor.
He was met after officiating the closing ceremony of a Johor Tourism Empowerment Workshop in Kota Tinggi today. Meanwhile, Johor Tourism Director Sharil Nizam Abdul Rahim said the move to corporatize Tourism Johor will help further expand the agency's management scope.
Dengan corporatization untuk Tourism Johor sebenarnya ianya amat baiklah dan untuk Tourism Johor sendiri bahawa cara untuk kita bekerja dan pelaksanaan untuk pengurusan pun akan menjadi lebih besar dan lebih baik.
Well, foreign investors concluded their 8th consecutive week of net selling and shifted to become net buyers on Bursa Malaysia, totaling 292.2 million ringgit last week. MIDF Research, in its latest weekly fund flow report, said foreign investors have been purchasing sectors such as utilities, financial services and telecommunications, and also the media. MIDF Research said local institutions continued their trend of net buying for the 9th consecutive week, with a net purchase totaling 143.3 million ringgit. As for local retailers, they have sustained their net selling streak for 7 consecutive weeks, totaling 435.5 million ringgit. In terms of participation, the average daily trading volume declined for retail and foreign investors by 10.9% and 15.5% respectively. However, local institutions saw a slight uptick of 0.2%. The Federation of Malaysian Manufacturers, or FMM, have signed an MOU with the Federation of Nepalese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, or FNCCI, to foster collaboration and enhance economic ties between Malaysia and Nepal among the businesses. The MOU was signed by FFM, or rather FMM President Tan Sri Setia and FNCCI President Chandra Prasad Dakal at the Nepal Investment Summit in Kathmandu. In a statement today, FMM said among the key areas of collaboration collaboration were facilitating business matchmaking and investment promotion activities, as well as exchanging market intelligence and information on trade and investment opportunities. Tan Sri So said FMM recognized Nepal's immense potential for investment and was committed to exploring avenues for collaboration and growth in the region. And he said by fostering closer ties and promoting cross-border collaboration, FMM and FNCCI aim to unlock the full potential of the Malaysia and Nepal economic relationship. National car maker Perusahaan Otomobil Nasional Sendirian Berhad, also known as Proton, inaugurated its research and development center in China last Saturday to strengthen its collaboration with its partner, Zhejiang Geely Holding Limited, or Geely, and complement its facilities in Malaysia. Located within the Geely Automobile Research Institute at Hangzhou Bay, the opening of the Proton R&D Center in China also coincides with the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between China and Malaysia. In a statement today, the national car maker said the center will function as a critical liaison platform to engage with capable vendors for the continuous development of the automotive high-tech valley in Tanjung Malim, Perak, including focusing on business life cycle areas such as quality, procurement and manufacturing. The new center has 3 departments, namely the Central Research Institute, Data Intelligence Development Center and R&D Digitization Center. The event was officiated by Proton Chairman Tan Sri Said Fazal Albar, together with Geely Auto Group Chief Executive Officer or CEO Jerry Gan. Well, still ahead, at least 42 killed in burst dam in Kenya. Well, at least 42 people died when a dam burst in its banks near a town in Kenya's Rift Valley. This according to local governor, as heavy rains and floods battered the country. The dam burst near Mai Mahui in Nakuru County, washing away houses and cutting off a road, with rescuers digging through debris to find survivors. Well, Monday's dam collapse raises the total death toll over the March to May wet season to 120, as heavier than usual rainfall pounds East Africa, compounded by the El Nino weather pattern. The monsoons have also wreaked havoc in neighboring Tanzania, where at least 155 people have been killed in flooding and landslides. Monday's dam collapse comes 6 years after a similar accident at Solai in Nakuru County that killed 48 people. Well, parts of North China's Hebei province have encountered unexpected snowfall over the weekend, causing disruptions to traffic on some highways. Now, in the northernmost part of Hebei's Tingdib, heavy overnight snowfall at the Saihanba Forest Farm has brought temperatures to 0 degrees Celsius on Sunday, with lows dropping to -5 degrees Celsius. Now, this has resulted in thick snow covering the roads, causing travel disruptions. And by Sunday morning, local precipitation had reached 45 millimeters, with a snow depth of 32 centimeters, according to the Saihanba Meteorological Station. In the Saibei Administration District of northern Zhangjiakou City, the sudden snowfall and significant temperature drop in the spring season may have led many people to switch back to wearing winter clothes. A resident in the district said it felt like winter again when a day earlier it was spring-like, with the weather being so unpredictable. Now, to address the impact of the snowfall on highway traffic in certain areas of the province, local traffic police divisions working together with the road maintenance departments have conducted snow and ice removal operations on highways and offering assistance to affected vehicles. Coming up in sports, 10 more athletes to earn tickets to Paris Olympics. Stay with us. Olympic Council of Malaysia OCM President Tan Sri Muhammad Norzan Zakaria confirmed that a total of 18 national athletes from 7 sports have qualified for the 2024 Paris Olympics as of today. Now, making the announcement, he said before the closing date at the end of June, OCM expects about 10 more athletes will qualify for the 33rd edition of the Olympics, which will take place from 26 July to 11th August.
OCM juga akan menjangka akan lebih ramai lagi atlet-atlet yang akan qualify menjelang kepada deadline penghujung bulan Jun. Antara yang kita jangkakan adalah daripada memanah individual dan tim kualifikasi individual dan tim yang akan bertanding di peringkat kelaikan di Antalya, Turki, dan juga universality place or commonly known as wild card in aquatic, swimming dan athletic. So kita menjangkakan maybe at the end of the day the contingent will be around 28, somewhere there.
Commenting further, he said the latest 8 athletes to confirm their slots to the prestigious games are from the national badminton camp. However, the Badminton World Federation BWF is expected to issue its confirmation tomorrow. Other athletes who will carry the nation's challenge to the Olympics include cycling, sailing, weightlifting, shooting, archery and diving.
In the English Premier League, Arsenal held on to beat battling local rivals Tottenham Hotspur 3-2 away and remain a point clear at the top of the table after an emphatic first-half display and a nervous second period in an electric derby atmosphere. Now, Arsenal arrived at the home of their neighbours desperate for a win to boost their title challenge and got the perfect start after 15 minutes when midfielder Pierre-Emile Højbjerg headed the ball back into his own net from a corner. The Gunners extended their lead just before the half-hour mark when a counter-attack was calmly finished by Bukayo Saka after Spurs' Dejan Kulusevski slipped in the Arsenal area. Kai Havertz added the third with a simple header from a corner that eluded the home defence, and the visitors were flying. Spurs pull a goal back through Christian Romero just past the hour after David Raya played the ball straight to him, and the Argentine found the bottom corner to lift the home fans. Spurs were awarded a penalty in the 87th minute after Declan Rice kicked Ben Davies just inside the area when the Arsenal midfielder tried to clear the ball, and Son Heung-min stepped up to convert the spot kick. Meanwhile, Manchester City took another step in their bid to win a 4th consecutive Premier League title over a 2-0 win over relegation-threatened Nottingham Forest with Josko Gvardiol and Erling Haaland on target. And Pep Guardiola's men kept the pressure on leaders Arsenal, pulling to within a point of the Gunners in the table with a game in hand. Now, Forest had matched City in a nervous first half at the sun-drenched City ground before Gvardiol got the holders on the scoreboard with his second career league goal when he headed in Kevin De Bruyne's corner kick from the near post in the 32nd minute. Now, Forest had only 10 men on the pitch at the time following an injury to Nico Williams. Haaland made a quick impact when he entered the game as a substitute in his first action since missing 2 matches with a muscle injury. The Norwegian took a pass from De Bruyne in the 71st minute, took 3 touches and then launched it into the far corner for a league-leading 21st goal of the season. He had previously been level with Chelsea's Cole Palmer. City's final 4 games are against Wolverhampton Wanderers, Fulham, Tottenham Hotspurs, of course, and West Ham United. Meanwhile, Paris Saint-Germain were crowned Ligue 1 champions for a record-extending 12th time as their 3rd straight title was wrapped up following another dominant domestic campaign when second place AS Monaco lost 2-3 at Olympique Lyonnais. Now, PSG, who missed the chance to secure the title on Saturday when they drew 3-3 with Le Havre, have 70 points, 12 ahead of Monaco with 3 games remaining. Now, Monaco were the only side left who could prevent PSG lifting the title, but their faint hopes were extinguished in Lyon as they fell to their first defeat in 9 games despite taking an early lead. The visitors scored with a little over 20 seconds on the clock, with Wissam Ben Yedder tapping home Takumi Minamino's cross at the back post. But Monaco were 2-1 down within 25 minutes through goals from Alexandre Lacazette and Said Ben Rahma. Ben Yedder brought the sides level again on the hour mark, heading home a floated ball into the box by Youssouf Fofana, but it was Leon who found a winner 6 minutes from time, with Malik Fofana scoring from outside the area. Following the win by Lyon, PSG secured their 10th title in 12 seasons after suffering just 1 league defeat this season. And in tennis, German 4th seed Alexander Zverev, the 2018 and 2021 Madrid Open champion, made the last 16 with a 6-4, 7-5 win over Canada's Denis Shapovalov. Well, Shapovalov mixed up his play early on with a heavy dose of drop shots, but the big-hitting Zverev converted on his 5th break point of the opening set to take control on court Manolo Santana. Now, there was little Shapovalov could do, as the German was in full swing, dominating on both serve and return to eliminate the Canadian in the 3rd round. While Zverev also beat Shapovalov in straight sets in the 2018 semi-finals in Madrid. It was a clinical performance by the German, who had 31 winners to a mere 7-4 errors and was in the single-digit points lost on serve until late in the 2nd set. The German did not face a break point until he was broken in his attempt to serve out the match at 5-4 in the 2nd set, with Shapovalov chasing down the net court and conjuring a brilliant drop shot to level the set. After re-establishing his advantage with a break to love, Zverev fought off another break point in the final game of the match before advancing to the Madrid last 16 for the 7th time in 7 appearances.
Kejohanan terunggul di arena badminton dunia. Himpunan jago-jago dan juara kini menggegar gelanggang dengan aksi-aksi bertenaga dan pukulan-pukulan kencang dalam memburu tahta kejuaraan. Dibawakan dari 27 April hingga 5 Mei. Kejohanan badminton Piala Thomas dan Uber Chengdu 2024 eksklusif hanya di RTM.
Well, that's it from us this evening. In our top story, Saudi-based Aqua Power keen on investing more than $10 billion. And from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Thanks for watching. Good night.